United Nations with my friend from South Africa. My name is Karani. I'm from Kenya.
And my name is Zokufa from South Africa.
So ideally, one of the biggest questions we've been dealing with during this conference is how exactly should we exploit our animals? And to bring it more home is the same experiment South Africa has had with consumptive wildlife utilization. It's the same thing we're trying to experiment with here. And we've been telling my people that it's catastrophic and it's flirting with disaster. In South Africa, you were experimenting with almost everything. Can hunting, exploitation of wildlife products of hides and skins. How well is it working out for you?
It's not working very well, and we are busy working on it right now, even though it's very difficult. We are working on that. It's a difficult issue to take over.
So we shouldn't even think about it. And
No, we must.
No, we can't think about using products from animals.
No, we can't. I'm talking about tackling
Okay,
it. It's not easy. I mean, the government doesn't want to listen. It's not easy to tackle, but it's something that needs a strategy. You understand?
And the stumbling blocks are obvious. Corruption.
Yes.
People violating
from
quotas.
higher places, obviously.
Money going to private interests. I'm assuming the wildlife utilization, exploitation, money and profits, especially canned hunting, don't go to locals.
Yes, I think my lawyer
jump in.
She's a lawyer. From my country. She studied overseas.
This is Amy.
This is Amy, and I think she will be able to really comment on that because she's already tackling things like that in a legal perspective of it. So I think she will be more positioned to talk about it so deep. And she's in wildlife, and I'll just
jump in, Amy.
Yes.
Oh, great. Yeah. So, I mean, we're talking about the consumptive use of wildlife, and I think if you look at our policies, as you guys have already discussed, they're very much pro-consumptive use. And I think the problem with that is the profits, the economic interests, like you've just mentioned, are not going to communities. They're not going to people that traditionally should have access to these animals. They're predominantly held in the white elite hands, and it's kind of just reinforcing the segregation between people that we are trying to move away from. So I think, although personally I don't support the policy, if it is going to be implemented, we really need to look at all of the social, economic consequences and really get at least some of the proceeds of this going into communities and uplifting them. And of course education, all those sorts of things.
Which we know is really poor. But what bothers me the most...
it's very poor. That's what makes it difficult. I think that's what makes it difficult because really they don't have anything.
Yes.
Yeah. And they are the ones that are affected. They are the most affected.
And to add on what you're saying, mine is just purely ethical considerations. You can imagine South Africa sells itself as the darling of tourism.
Yes.
They don't sell canned hunting like that.
No.
They purely sell that. So the goose that lays the golden egg is now being asked to be eaten, turned into meat and its feathers plucked for something else. We should really focus on wildlife-based tourism because that's what benefits Africa.
I 100% agree. The value of ecotourism, especially to our country, is huge, and we need to kind of focus on that instead of looking at animals as dead.
It's an extra buck.
Our animals are worth more alive. I think animals are definitely worth more alive.
And then how do you feel that this is being used as a model of conservation? Do you believe we should be doing that as a model of conservation? Should it be coming from conservation voices?
To be honest, I don't think so. Really,
so
I don't think so because they're not effective. I don't see them being effective. You understand? I don't know. I don't know if we need any more.
I mean, I think
they need to be held accountable. Really, if you were to see any animal cruelty and you report to WHO, even if you go there, they need to be held accountable. What I see is, as long as we're still speaking and no action and everything, no one is holding them accountable. I don't see any difference. That's why I said we do have outcome like in this conference. We're going back. We expect to implement, but I think we really need to go to those people. Not the ones that are there down there because they are used to make money. Yes.
So Amy, what do you feel about now those pro-utilization and pro-exploitation interests funding non-profit work, especially people who are now drumming into the next conservation? How does that make you feel?
Oh, obviously upset. I mean, obviously my stance is that we shouldn't be doing anything like that. And unfortunately, money speaks. and money is often the result of the policies, and I think that's really what our government is kind of taking into account. But I mean, I am kind of seeing this awareness now, especially, you know, because it's on social media, it's out there on TV. People are becoming aware of the practices like canned lion hunting, and there has been a huge public outcry, and finally our government seems to be taking this into consideration. For the first time, they're kind of doing a broad consultation with broad stakeholders and not simply industry.
But do you agree that we need to change
policy?
even the approach at all?
Oh, of course, yes.
I think we need to change the approach.
I think we definitely need to change the approach, but unfortunately sustainable use is enshrined in our constitution, and I think we need to take a holistic approach to the law and not just focus on the sustainable use, but look at the animal welfare, animal interests, and the value of animals, biodiversity, and the value of having animals in the wild.
And it's even fascinating that even amongst our circles, we even fight on what sustainable actually is.
Well, exactly. Nobody can agree on it.
So, ladies,
Yeah.
no one can agree on that. So, ladies, thank you for having me. That was amazing. If you can't hear it from me, hear from people from South Africa.
Yes.
They've flirted with it before, experimented with it before. It's failing. The evidence is there for everybody to see.
Thank you
Another
very
approach
much.
is needed. Thank you, Annie.